Good morning, and welcome back to Books and Gratitude, the podcast where I review the books of Indies authors whose work really stands out to me. This morning, I'm reviewing The Mermaid Meets the Professor, written by Suzanne Ronskiewicz and illustrated by Taylor Betta. There is something quietly magical about The Mermaid Meets the Professor. It's kind of story that doesn't need to be loud to have a lasting impact or impression. And at its heart is Marianne. And she's a mermaid who feels set apart because of her unique and adorable fin. Her solitude is gentle, but truly deeply felt, and it taps into something universal, the longing to be accepted without having to change who you are. And what makes this book a full 5 stars for me is how much it accomplishes with such simplicity. First, the emotional clarity. The story is easy to follow, but it's never shallow. Marianne's feelings are instantly relatable, and the message lands without ever feeling forced or overly explained. And second is the character dynamic. The introduction of the professor brings warmth and balance to the story. Their connection is natural and it's kind, and it shows that acceptance doesn't have to be dramatic to be meaningful. It can be quiet, it can be steady, and it can be sincere. And third, the message. That's important. This book doesn't just say that being different is okay. It shows it in a way that feels comforting rather than preachy. And that's not always easy to do, especially in a short, simple story. But this one absolutely gets it right. And finally, the illustrations by Taylor Betta. They truly bring the story to life. There's softness and warmth in the artwork, and it perfectly matches the tone of the writing. The ocean feels expansive yet intimate, and Marianne's expressions are so beautifully rendered that you can feel her emotions without even a single word. The illustrations don't just complement the story, they deepen it, and they add an extra layer of heart and connection that makes the experience even more memorable. And that's why this book is 5 stars. It's heartfelt, it's intentional, it's visually stunning, and it leaves you feeling just a little more hopeful than when you started. Now for my words of gratitude. I am so grateful for stories like this, ones that meet us where we are, remind us of our worth, and gently show us that connection and acceptance are always within reach. Always. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Books and Gratitude. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed this review, please buy the book. It's on Amazon. And share my channel with anyone you think will enjoy my content too. Thank you again and have a great day.